morning, I was looking over the crowd real quick just to see if I knew any of you or if I'd seen you in the post office on the most wanted so I could make an identification between who I know and what I know. I'm really happy to be here this morning. I've come back many times in the past in other sessions back to this room. And this is one of the larger groups. I can tell everybody's more active on campus in the morning than in the afternoon. Afternoon seems to be smaller crowds. I'm happy to be here with all of you today. I want to talk about helping you find your strengths. And in some cases, identify your weakness. Now, a lot of people say, well, is it a positive or is it a negative? The reality is, both methods get you to the same oriented goal, and that is making you stronger. And so earlier, whenever I was questioning about what's our topic, what do we want to do, how do we want to talk about it, one of the things that came up was we want to find out how to satisfy your parents, how to meet your parents' expectations in finding your strengths. Now you go, no, wait a minute, I'm out of the house, I don't have parents over my back all the time, but we all live for the positive expectations. You do it for your parents, your grandparents, your coaches, maybe your ministers or rabbis, clerics. You look for positive identification among your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, maybe boyfriend, girlfriends. But we all work for positive identification. You don't find many people in the world who go around saying, I'm looking for the worst in myself and I want others to recognize me for it. If you find that person, don't hang out with them. You probably won't be successful. It's one of those scenarios where success builds success. You've all heard the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, I got it. Well, the reality is, it works. When you find yourself involved in a positive environment, be it at home, be it at work, be it in the classroom with a group and a team, success breeds success. So as we look for success, you start thinking back, where did I learn how to become successful? And in most cases, it's with the person who reared you. It's your parents, grandparents, adopted parents, assimilated adopted parents. It could be somebody, your friend's parents that you just admire. It could be your uncle's grandmother or something or another. You know, it doesn't matter. There's a connectivity between those you want to be seen and recognized as successful. So meeting your parents' expectation. Imagine this. What's the one most important things your parents want to see you do, or anyone who is involved with you getting to the point you're at today? In other words, whoever helped you get to where you are today, what do you think would make them the happiest as you continue to plot and plan your way to go to the next level? In most cases, it is being self-sufficient. Because when you reach the point of becoming self-sufficient, and that can mean in preparing yourself for the future, having a financial goal and ability of obtaining it, the ability to getting a job, the ability to merging in with society's free ways, well, those have an inherited ability of being self-sustaining. You no longer have to have someone to hold you up. You know, we all started with our parents or grandparents holding our fingers, walking behind us as we all took our baby steps. And we held on tightly. Because if we didn't, we were young, we didn't have muscle strength, and gravity took over and you fell. Well, that method, although changed, has progressed through the years. Your parents and significant folks in your family have done that same measured path. Some have done it spiritually and emotionally for you. Some have done it financially for you. Some have kind of given you a kick in the bottom to get you on the path. There's a whole bunch of methods. That's not what's important. The important part is that they've been there for you. And so what makes them most happy is you being able to show them in the future that you can do it on your own. Now, yeah, I understand. I got kids old and young. Dad, I got it. I don't need you. Besides that, I got an iPad. I'm really smarter than you now. Okay, Okay, I'll take that. But you know what you haven't done? You haven't lived through my life. You haven't hit the bumps in the road. You haven't tripped and fallen. You don't have scars on your knees, elbows, and nose. I do. I know what's coming tomorrow. You don't. I've got financial stability. You don't. I've got the knowledge and the network of personal friends in places that mean something. You don't. So no, I'm not maybe as smart. Maybe I'm not as well educated. Maybe I'm not as pretty. Doesn't matter. I got what you don't have. And if you want to learn, the opportunity is learning how to be self-sustaining. That's what parents want most of all. Because, you see, as parents, we all sit there and think, I hope my kid becomes, and fill in the blank. I hope my kid is the next, and fill in the blank. Because you know what? Every single one of you in this room has the ability to be your dream. The only difference between making your dream and not making your dream in most cases is yourself, not the rest of the world. Don't look at it where I never won the lottery and I'll never make it. Look, you know statistics. Look up the lottery statistics. How great are they? I think we could all stand out in the middle of the football field in the worst storm of the season and none of us get struck by lightning. The odds of getting struck by a lottery is even higher than that. Much, much greater. So don't look at your only way to win is to win huge. Win big. I got to win it big or I'll never be a success. Helping your parents understand you have the strengths, the inner strengths to carry you there is important. That gives them the feeling of self-worth. I've done my job. I got my son or daughter to that next level. And guess what? Aunt so-and-so, Ms. so-and-so, you ought to see them now. They're at work. They got this great job. They just got their apartment. They're going to be going on some trips. There's something they're planning on doing. Guess what? She even started a savings account. My gosh, can you believe that? One's cooking, one's got this man. They met these people. You won't believe. It was so wonderful. It's self-satisfying to your parents knowing that you are self-sufficient. Very, very simple. No longer do they need to worry at night. Will you make it? Because you did. And you do it on your own accord. Sure, friends help. Sure, business acquaintances help. Sure, there's all these other factors that can make it a little more supporting. But it is you, and it is only you, that drives you to the next level. Now, so what I'm going to also talk to you about later in this talk is about how to get employed, how to be hired after you make it through these grades, after you struggle through these classes, after you sacrifice to get to these next points. What do I do to improve myself? What do I do to polish myself? How do I look like the part I want to become? Heck, what do I want to become? There's a whole bunch of folks who get degrees that don't become in the field that they have the degree for. I got kids, same scenario. Have degrees in this, went that way. No problem. Got employees. Started this way, went that way. No problem. The road is not only a straight line road. It can have a little curve. It can have a little difference in the path. It all leads to the same place. You ever looked at Google Maps? How many ways is there to get to Houston? I mean, my gosh, we can go 100 ways probably. Zigzag, may take us a little longer to get there. You got to take a little turn. Got to have more red lights one direction. Other direction's a straighter path. Sure, hey, look, they all go to Houston. So we can all get there to your goals. May take you a little different path, and your path doesn't have to be wrong, but it has to be dedicated. Because if you don't become dedicated in your path of where you're going, you pretty much get lost. It's like your GPS turned off while you were driving. And the next thing you know, you're tapping on your phone or on your car going, what's wrong with this stupid thing? I wanted to go here, and it's telling me to go there. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Now I'm confused. Now I'm worried. Now traffic's all over me. I got an exit coming up. What do I do? Hey, here's a great thing. In a car that came up with this design, it's the most intelligent thing you've ever seen in your car. It's a steering wheel. You turn it, and you can turn around and go back the way you just came. It's the coolest thing in the world. It's a steering wheel. In life, if you get confused, miscalculate, don't know where you're at, trying to figure it out, turn the wheel. Go back. Reset. Start over. And that's generally in the path of, here's my favorite word, I don't know if any of you guys and girls are in business majors or engineering majors, critical path thinking. Don't you love that word? What that word represents in a nutshell is minimizing errors. Critical path thinking. You can use critical path thinking in waking up in the morning and not being to work or to class late. You can do it to help find your keys, to get your phone charged, to make sure you get an appointment to get a haircut. I mean, critical path thinking is all around us. Now, it can be as big as building refineries, and it can be as small as getting to class. As I said, it's just a matter of how you choose to represent it. But a problem is a problem, right? We all agree a problem's a problem. You've got to go for the solution. Otherwise, why bother? Just prop your feet up and drink iced tea. So if we're looking for the solution, we're going to think of some critical path thinking to get you where you're going. Well, I love it. Because, man, now, look, I'm not trying to touch on if you're OCD, and all of us have a little of it. And if you don't have a little of excessive compulsive disorder and you want to be really successful, you may want to get a little bit of it. Just a teeny bit. Because you get too much of it, you're out of whack. You know what I mean? You know the meter scale? You go in between, I got it, I'm kind of overboard, and then it's like, man, they're extreme. They can't, I mean, heck, I can't even talk to them. So a little bit of excessive compulsive disorder helps you understand that, hey, I need to be neat, I need to be orderly, I need to have a little, you might say, compass in my life. I need to have a little of that. And so critical path thinking helps you get there. So that when you empty your pockets out of the day, you put it all down here by the doorway, so when you come back, you can get to it. There's a place to put exactly where you want to have your shoes. Now, I don't care if you stack them or throw them in a corner. It doesn't matter, but that corner's got shoes. So you just fling them off, and they fly over there, and they all stack about 3 feet high. You can dig through them any way you want to find the shoes you want. But that corner is my shoe corner. This corner is my food corner. This corner is where I charge my phone and iPad. Every night, I always put my iPhone and my iPad right there. I want to know where it's at. I want to make sure it's charged. I got my alarm set. I like this alarm clock. It makes the right kind of noise. It doesn't scare me, but it's loud enough, and I can change the tone. I can make sure and look at it, make sure I'm on AM and not on PM, because I've had those days before, and those suck. So you're trying to turn around and make sure you've got your world in order. It takes me 15 minutes to park the car and get to the Galloway building. I know that. I got to walk across the crosswalk. It may be raining. Did I bring my raincoat? No, I'm not have to walk in dripping wet. And so here I am, and I'm frustrated. Well, you see, you sit there and think, gee, I wonder if I spent just another 2 or 3 minutes on this idea. I could have got here a little less frazzled and maybe not wet. Maybe I would have looked at the weather before I went to bed last night and says, hey, 80% chance of rain. Maybe I took a moment somewhere along the lines to say, you know, these shoes are better in the water than the others. Or maybe I don't care if these get wet, I'm wearing these. Or maybe if I need to bring a slicker, or I need to bundle up my work so it doesn't get wet, my books don't get wet. Maybe I should throw an umbrella in the back. Whatever your critical path thinking method is to help you get through that planned session for tomorrow's success is what you got to do. Now, is it always fun? No. Would I rather hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings and drink and watch the sports? Yes. Okay, guaranteed, yes. But did that get me to my success path that I intended to go to? Probably not. You can get lucky. Yes, you can. There's a million. You know how many of y'all know that are so darn lucky, no matter what they do wrong, they still remain upright? I mean, it's a crazy thing. I got friends like that. They're in markets, they're in business environments, they're making deals, And it's like, if you just slip one tiny bit, you're going to lose big. And somehow, those folks always stand up straight. I'm always amazed. I'm not one of those people. You ever heard that whenever your parents used to tell you, hey, look, you're not lucky, so you better be good, because I'm going to find out what you did wrong. You know that? That was also me. I was never lucky. If you could read on my face, liar. And so I'd see my parents and they'd go, did you do that? And you go, liar, right over there. And they knew it, and you knew it, and you couldn't hide it. And some people have great poker faces. Man, I watch them on TV. Now the new poker players wear sunglasses. You notice that? Eyes, lies. So they wear sunglasses. And that, they say it's for the bright lights and the cameras. That may be a part of it. But buddy, you can lie a lot better when they can't see your eyes. You can lie like crazy when they can't see your eyes. Because your eyes blink, and you dart around, you're a little fidgety, and you're kind of going, oh gee, I hope they don't know that. So they try to hide it. So what do you got to do to keep yourself on goal? You stay with that critical path thinking, you think about how to make it, you how to get yourself going, and then at the same time, you report into your family. You report into your most important family members that you want to help get that message across that you are being successful. You're fundamentally successful. The idea of no news is good news is not necessarily the greatest thing in today's social communicating world. Okay? If you send me a text and you see it says red, right? You guys are smarter than me on communication skills. You see it on your phone, it says red. And I don't respond to him. What's he think? Dang! I sent him that message. He says he read it. I didn't say, I wonder what else is wrong. I wonder what happened. There's something else going on? Don't know what he's doing. Is he up to something else? Is he trying to do this? I wonder what I've done. Hey, I don't know. What's going on? And all of a sudden, internally, you start running about 50 things through your head because somebody didn't return your dang text. Okay, folks. I'm going to help you on two accords on that. One, texting is great. It's a tool. But if you want to know how somebody really feels, call them. Get a voice inflection. Find out what's going on really in their world at the moment of the text. But communicate. Communicate with mom, dad, and others in the family that helped you that you're trying to prove you're significantly self-supportive. Give them a call. Hey, I hadn't talked to you this week. Things are going well. I've got this going. I've got that going. It's all looking good. This week's not good. God, I had that test. I studied like crazy. It didn't work. I didn't do as good as I thought. I knew the answers, but I froze up. I'm going to do some more. I'm working on it. I'm going to go talk to the teacher. I got a counselor meeting with me. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to map it out again. I got a little bit more time. I think I can bring it back. Talk to them. Let them know that you are involved and you are engaged and you are what? Thankful that they helped you get where you're at. Thankful. One single word to parents that they all love to hear. Thanks, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Uncle, Aunt. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you listening to me. Appreciate you making the meal for me. Appreciate you always having the door open. Thanks for always helping me. I appreciate the jump start you made on my car because I left the lights on and didn't realize it and the battery's dead. Thanks for fixing the flat on my tire. I didn't know how to do it. It was too hard for me to turn the knob. Thank you. What a simple word for parents to feel so good. Okay? A whole bunch of things can be forgiven in the family world under two words, two phrases. Thank you. I'm sorry. State it. And you say it not like this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You look them right in the eyes and you say, Mom, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. What do you talk about? Get out of jail? That's the cards. Thank you. And I'm sorry. you can free yourself from all kinds of issues. Admitting that you are wrong and praising them for being there for you. That's the parents. Expectations of what parents believe. Those are critical factors of being self-sufficient. So we got critical path thinking. That's planning, moving, acting, doing, right? Nike said just do it. That's great, but that's a little too simplistic. And it also doesn't always work in every situation. We're all jumping off the bridge tonight. Just do it. Not the great idea. Okay? We're all going to wreck our lives. Just do it. It's a great idea. Wrong. Don't think like that. Think for yourself. Group thinking is great when you're all going to go out and have some fun. When fun goes to the wrong direction, you start going, ho, 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 ho. Wait a minute, let me think this over. Wait, I don't know, guys. Oh, no, come on. It's going to be great. That wall's not near as hard as it looks. We'll run right into it. It'll be great. I hear they got cool bandages at Santa He anyway. Think, back up, readdress it. If group thinking takes you in a direction you don't want to go, don't go. Your gut will tell you. Now, under the influence of something, probably will snuff that ideal out, and it doesn't always keep your clear thinking going. Peer pressure, I have to do it because they're doing it. That probably doesn't always help me clear thinking. But in other ways, just think clearly. Groups are fun, and that's what they're meant to be. But when they get out of the realm of fun and get into the realm of danger, listen to yourself. Well, okay, now let's talk about for a while here what we got for it. Before I go further, anybody here got a question on what we just talked about? Anybody? Because I love questions, and I didn't tell you that in the beginning. I want you to stop me in the middle of any sentence and go, wait a minute, and we'll hit it right then. We'll hit the pause button, and we'll go right to your questions, okay? And anything's open, because I'll tell you what I think. They don't pay me, so it's not like I'm going to lose my job. Okay? But if you think of something and you go, you know what, here's how you always want to phrase it. I have a friend of a friend who got in this situation, and then we'll go, oh yeah, how are they doing? Well, they're not doing too good. And we can kind of talk about that. That's how a lot of discussions at our table at the house go. Hey, Dad, I got some friends, and they're really having this problem. I go, that's not good. What's wrong? Well, they kind of did this, and they kind of did that. I wonder what they were thinking. Well, I don't know. I mean, she said, and then they did this, and I went, good thinking. Okay. So what do you think would be the right? Well, I don't know, Dad. I think we ought to not do that. No, I said, that's probably a good idea. Why don't we just go there? That's how it is. Right? So, for all of you, same scenario. You got a question, you think of it while we're talking, hit the pause. Let's talk it out. Let's see where you're taking it. Let's see what you're thinking. You may bring something that none of us ever thought about. You may have some idea that kind of moves us forward. Okay, so no questions? Let's go on into getting employed. Now, that's a neat one. Now you worked your tail off. You stood through the lines. You made it through the grades. You sweated everything out. You got a little grace handed to you a few times. And you made it. Yahoo! Now, guess what's behind door number 3? The rest of the world. The world is out there. There's no more controlled natural environment. There's no more soft-spoken, let's all work together. There's no more, here's what you must do. It's up to you. It's wide open. It's anything you can think of. Right? They call it a big, scary world. Could be. But look, like I said earlier, you're smarter than the classes before you because you have technology on your side. Technology leapfrogs you beyond those of your peers. It's not that the peers were stupid. That's not it. But what you have at your fingertips on the touch of a finger is more vital information than most folks ever saw. You can Google in 1/100 of a second one answer, that most folks don't even know how to turn on their iPhone. Now, look, you can tell I'm big on iPhone products and Apple products. Today, for all of you who already know, the new phone comes out. It's got some new camera, it's got some new software, and oh, by the way, for you that are in fashion, it comes in a new color. It's called, I believe it's called red gold, or what is that?
Rose gold.
Rose gold. Thank you, appreciate that. So rose gold. So here we go. Now, I don't know if you've seen rose gold. It's pretty cool looking. I don't mind jewelry, so I think it's pretty cool. But you know, you put a case on it, and you go, I can't even see it. So it's like, what? What was that? I just paid more for that. I don't even get to see it. I don't know. But then you don't want to lay it down on the table because you know you're going to drop it and somebody's going to pick it up and it's going to scar and scratch, and you go, dude, that does not make rose gold look good when it's got scratches all over it. So anyway, so you go back to using technology to move you forward. Don't discount folks who have graduated and gotten to the business world before you, because once again, they're connected in their business world. They've got a few trips and falls under their belt. Some of you are those folks like I was who worked and went to school. How many in the room do that? Raise your hand. If you work and go to school. Smooth. Hey, you know what the, I don't know if you ever heard this joke. You know what the definition of an optimist is? It's a student who opens their wallet and expects to find money. That's an eternal optimist. Because most students, and I was one of them, broke. We're always trying to figure out how we can get 2 extra beverages for the price of 1. Or maybe 4 extra beverages if I could wing it. So the storyline is, in these situations, is technology helps you. And it gives you the added advantage. But again, what you want to be able to do in the business world is be smart with your own brain. Smart with your own brain. Not intelligent, artificial intelligence, your own brain. Now here's how I can help you with that. You're trying to, this is before you go for the interview. We're not even at the interview. First of all, we want you to figure out what you want to do. I got a degree. And you go, I got this degree because some other friends were doing it. And I decided, I just told them, we're all going to get the same degree. Or, I started in this degree, but then I got so deep into it, and then I changed my mind, but I couldn't back out because I had this, and a whole bunch of that wouldn't transfer over. And I didn't want to stay here another 6 years because my mom and dad wouldn't pay for it. So I just went ahead and went with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go with it. Okay? Here's a great one. My oldest daughter graduated with a fashion merchandising degree. Woohoo! Man, that is swim. You can swim deep in that degree. Okay? And as you're out there swimming in fashion merchandising, guess what fashion merchandising is? It's a clerk at Dillard's. You can get that without a degree. Well, the intent was I'm going to be a buyer for, Dillard's. I'm going to work for, Neiman Marcus. I'm going to work for Target. I'm a big scale mover and shaker. I got it. Bring it. Come on. You know what she does for a living? For the past 8 years? Worked for a local utility company as an analyst. Hello. You know why? Fashion merchandising degrees don't pay bills. And to be a fashion merchandiser, they want you to work on the sales floor for the first 5 years. They don't even want you in the corporate office. They want you on the counter. They want you running up and down the aisles. They want you resetting the aisle when you and I go in there and tear it all apart to find that one, and then we walk away. You know one of my biggest pet peeves when we're shopping, and I got all girls in my family, guys. I have to hold the clothes, push the baskets, and I'm just a valet with a credit card. That's all I'm doing. Okay? My biggest pet peeves, and I won't let my girls do this, is they get how many loads of dresses, blouses, and shorts. You girls know what I'm talking about when you go shopping. I got one of these, so I'll take one of those, and let me have this and everything. Yeah, about 6 to 8 items in their arm. And now they're looking for the lady to let them in the dressing room. And they head to the dressing room, they go in there and they go, yeah, didn't like any of that. Let's go again. And they walk out and that whole stuff is left in that dressing room. We go, hold it, hold it. Get that stuff and put it back where it goes. Oh, Dad, that's what they're there for. No, it's not. You made a decision to select it. You can make a decision to not select it. Put it back. Put it back hung up on the rack in the size that it came from. Not the first corner of something that's open. And they do. Because I'm not moving till we do. Okay? Now, then go shopping some more. Do what you need to do. Figure it out. Get yourself prepared. You know, feeling good. If you don't feel good about yourself, I want you to work on it. Work on it if you don't feel good about yourself. Now, I'm not saying have an ego this big. That's not what I'm saying. Feel good about yourself. You must learn to teach yourself to be successful. It is not natural for everybody to feel successful. It is not natural for everybody to feel confident. Because there's a lot of society pressures. Heck, you're going to get to work one day and feel like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where the restrooms are. What am I going to do? Look, everybody likes to be with a winner. The more of the image you are of a winner, the more of an asset you are to the company. Right? If you can't figure out how to plug in an extension cord, they probably don't need you. But you don't also have to be asked, would you plug in the extension cord? This isn't daycare. We got to make money, people. Let's go. Somebody's going to set up the thing, plug it in. You get the camera ready. You get the lights on. You got the door. Let's go. We're ready. Let's roll them. I got to get out of here in a few minutes. Be involved. Be involved with it. Be a part of it. Understand what you're going for. Be successful. Feel good. If you like wearing red, wear it. And wear it proudly. If you like your hair a special way, get it. And enjoy it. Do things that make you proud, that make you feel good. Because if you feel bad, you know you've been around people who's sick and sat by you in class and you're going, I do not want to get sick. I can't afford to be sick. I do not want them coughing on me. And you were doing this. She was sick. She was so sick. Okay, storyline. If you feel bad, get yourself some medicine. Go see the clinic. Do something right. Maintain yourself. Let your bosses know, maybe, I'm not feeling real well today. I may be a late starter. Now, I didn't say don't come in at all, but you may be a late starter. Because I just feel, man, I got ran over. I don't know what happened. Hopefully it's not self-induced, you know what I'm saying? But the scenario is you're not feeling well and you need to have a little time to get yourself started. But it's also coming with the report to them, much like reporting to your parents. I got a doctor's appointment at 9 a.m. and I plan on being down there, and I'll be in if I feel better right after that. Or maybe my doctor said I shouldn't come in, and I can't. And I'll be first thing in the morning ready to go. I'll feel better with a little rest. You see, the idea is understanding your body and maintaining it is important to the workplace. Because when you're sick, there's nobody behind you. I hired you two guys to do a specific job for me. You're not there, nobody else is going to fill it in. So either one, doesn't get done, or two, I do have to take somebody else off their job to fill in what these two guys are going to do. And because one or they both are sick, I got an absence. I got a zero. And zeros don't look good in checking accounts. You all can express that any way you look at it. The only way a zero looks good, I'm going to tell you right now, here's the best way a zero looks like, the best thing you've ever had in your life. The greatest time to have a zero is when you look at your credit card bill. The zero counts. In the rest of the world, zeros suck. They're not good. Zeros are not good. They're not good when you don't show up for work. That's a zero. It's not good when you don't get that product and process taken care of, that paperwork, that items you're supposed to do. A zero. That doesn't help. When somebody's supposed to be at that position, it's a zero. But on credit card bills, wow, do I love to see zeros. I'm telling you. I get a zero, I can tap dance to make Snoopy look bad. I can do it with a zero on my credit card bill. And every once in a while I get it. Just when I get it, and then of course it goes away. It's like the tide, it comes and goes. So here's what we want you to do. In the world of business, I want you to be able to get the degree you enjoy getting, stay with it, do the very best you can. Even if you decided this isn't my degree, I don't even know why I took this. I don't even know why. I mean, man, I hate basket weaving. I don't even know why I took basket weaving, but I did. What I want you to be is the darned best basket weaver Lamar University has ever produced. And I hate it, but I did it. Okay? Because that shows you internally. I don't care what it shows the rest of the world. You're teaching yourself, I can do it beyond all odds. I intend to succeed even when I hate it. I can do it. Get through your classes with the best. Study in groups or individually, diligently, intently, with earnest to be successful. Not that I read the title and closed the book. I read it. It's about physics. Okay? How'd that test go? I hate that professor. I hate it. No, get in there, dig in, find your inner core, bring yourself to the task. Because guess what? That door number 3 we talked about is full of those kind of tasks. You are not going to be happy every day when you walk outside Lamar University and apply for a job. There are going to be some Yahoo days. And there's going to be some days you're going to go, I hate this job. I don't like my boss. I don't like my coworkers. I don't like this. I don't like that. And oh yeah, here's a neat one. I'm going to own my own company. I'm going to own my own. I ain't taking answers from anybody. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. I'm going to own it. Well, you're looking at him. I've got 4 companies I own. Guess who doesn't get to go home on time? Guess who carries the thought home with them about whether we succeed or fail? Guess who worries if everybody gets paychecks or not? Guess who takes the least amount of vacation? You're looking at him. That's what owning your own business is. You got to have some guts if you want to own your own business. Because all these great 30-second news clips on TV and on YouTube, you can be so successful too. All you got to do is dial this 1-800 number. We'll ship you this package. You rub it on your skin and you are instantly transformed. It is the greatest. You can buy and sell real estate at the fastest level you've ever seen. Join us in this seminar. We are tonight taking only a limited number of people. Come on in, join us. It only costs $49.95. And if you do, and act now, I will send you twice as many of these dead things that I can't give away on any other day. Okay? I mean, if you want to be your own businessman, businesswoman, come see me. We'll talk about how you can do it and what you can do. But you had better get a stomach full of guts to pull it off. If you think the TV infomercials are the way to become rich, the only ones getting rich on the TV infomercials are the infomercial people. How many mornings do you wake up, particularly on Saturday, and you have to watch a myriad of exercise performance products? Rub this cream on, do my hair this way, buy this unit, exercise this way, sweat till you drop. Don't eat this. No, eat that. This is better. We can go further. You will lose more. You will gain this. How much does it cost? Oh, you got a simple program. You give us 5 easy payments, and we're all done. Okay, here's what the neat thing about that 5 easy payments. First of all, they got your credit card. They can add any fees they want to those 5 easy payments, and you don't get to dispute them. Then you go, I finally paid those 5 easy payments off. That's great. And the next thing you know, they start sending you something else right behind that, right? And now you're going, hey, I didn't want that. I didn't want that other cream. This is fine. I don't need it. Well, I wish you'd written us that letter, because now we've already sent it, and you got it. And we don't take returns, but we'll give you lifetime credit. So you can have some more of this cream that you don't want this cream. I mean, I got another flavor if you'd rather have that. I mean, boy, it can bring it on. Okay? But the scenario is if you want to run your own business, you can. You have the ability to do it. Hey, I'll give you the two greatest money-making, cash-flowing industries in the nation. Imagine what they might be. Think simple. Mowing grass, babysitting. Ding. They're not really high-tech. You don't need an iPad, although I do like that little swipe card. If I was mowing grass or babysitting, for any of you in the room, I would buy one of those little squares. But man, that I'll send you a check business is for the birds. You take that little square, plug that in your iPhone, set up your account. Yes, ma'am, I'd like to babysit for you. Thank you, $25. Next. I'm finishing this and I'm going right over here. Yes, sir, I will mow your grass. Trim it too, not a problem. Pressure wash your driveway. Thank you. And you are hooking them. Now, those are two of the most basics that we've all seen since childhood. But they cash flow because you know your cost of expense, you got some number for your labor, and you got a built-in profit to it. And if you don't have those three things, you can't run your own business. If you don't know your cost of goods, okay, if you don't know your cost of goods, you don't know your intended profit, and, oh yeah, you may have some penalties and or taxes associated to it. Okay? When I started my businesses 30 some odd years ago, I didn't even think I needed a lawyer or an accountant. And the reality was, they're two of my best friends now, because I use them all the time. And they're better than just crunching numbers and writing paragraphs. They become your business confidants. So if you want to start your own business, you have to find your business confidant. Do what you love to do. How many times have you heard that? Do what you love to do. The old saying, you know, you do it, and if you love it, then you never worked a day in your life. I don't know if I go that far. Really? Hey, here's what I'm going to do. I love Bluebell ice cream. I want all of you to go out tonight and find some Bluebell. I think it's coming back or back in town or about to be back in town. But we all love it. Hey, let's just say we all do. If we don't, it's okay. And I want you to try to eat that whole damn half gallon. Because I love Bluebell ice cream. You can't do it. You just go, oh my gosh, why do I even think I could do this? I don't need to eat this much ice cream. I'm sick of this stuff. Okay, work can be the same way. I love what I do, but at some point, I'm like, that's enough. Now, okay, so we're talking right now about owning your own business. We're going to get to being employers and the employers of what you need to do for employers. But in owning your own business, as with employers, I want you all to find that balance. Okay? Life comes with balance. The Chinese call it yin and yang. Okay? There's all kind of methods, all kind of sayings for balance in life. And you want to find that balance. Because if you go, I'm working all the time, I'm going like crazy, I'm never going home, I'm never seeing my family, I don't care about my friends, all I want is money, 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 money. The rest of your world falls off like that, eventually guess what? You slide right on down to the bottom. Okay? And then here's the other side. Fwing! I don't care about money, I don't care about nothing, I don't want nothing, I don't need nothing, I'm fine, I'm self-sufficient all on my own, I just want to live in one of the new style tiny houses. I want my house on a lowboy trailer. I just want a little bitty tiny house. I only need about 300 square feet, maybe 150 square feet. I can live on top of myself. I don't care about anything, don't need a credit card, don't care, heck with y'all. I know how to solar energy, I know how to kill my own meat. I can fish, I can do it, I don't need about it. I'm all right here, down here at the bottom, don't need nothing. Society can have everything else, I got this right here. You are going to burn out and make everybody around you miserable. Because you have to have balance. What I want you to do is have an ethical value for yourself and an ethical value for those around you and a business sense to get it there. Because you are going to want to do things in your life that will improve you. Remember, this is all about success. Remember how we started it? Things to build your strength for your success. So we want you to find ways to make yourself successful. We don't want you to bleed. We don't want you to have to extreme sacrifice. Yes, there are plenty of them to do. Thank goodness we don't live in that portion of the world that we all have extreme sacrifice. We are so fortunate in this world. We have things others don't. So none of us historically don't know extreme sacrifice like you see on the news. And I'm not sure that all of us could even take it if we did have to go through it. And we all have had family members and others who might have. And thank goodness we are not. But my storyline to you is you have to find balance. You have to find balance. That's in yourself and in society and in family and in work. All of those have legs. You know the old saying, take one of the legs off of this chair. You just stand there, but it can't take the weight. See, I can yank one of those legs off of that chair and it will stand in place. It can't take the weight. All of a sudden the pressure builds on you. You get some issues. You get some trials and tribulations. Hey, throw one in on you. You get a relationship going with somebody. Now what do you got? Now you just amped it up even more. Now it's not about mom and dad. Now it's about my significant other. My significant other and I, oh man, you know, we stayed up too late. We were arguing. We were doing this. We were doing that. And business starts to fail. And or your job starts to fail. Let's talk about jobs. Let's flip over from being a successful entrepreneur. Yeah. Let's flip over to I'm an employee. I'm looking for the corporation to hire me. This is where most of you will go in at. I want the Targets to hire me. I want ExxonMobil to hire me. I want engineering firms. I want St. Elizabeth. I want the hair salons. I want the accounting firms. I want somebody, please hire me. Okay? Well, first, I assume you are going for something you would like to do. I assume. If you're not big in pets, don't apply to work for the city in the humane department. Okay? Or to pick up roadkill or whatever else happens in the world. Don't go apply where you don't really want to work. You just, you can say, I got to have a job. I just got to. I have got to have a job. Okay, I get it. Now, it may not be your opportunity job, but try not to go so extreme. Once again, let's use a little balance. That when you're applying where you want to be. Here's something to remember. Early is on time. Late. On time is unacceptable and late. Wait. Scratch. Start this all over. Early is on time. On time is late, and late is unacceptable. Thank you. How come I knew that a while ago and I couldn't say it right now? Well, anyway, the scenario is you got to be ahead of the game to be there. Okay? You got to arrive early. You got to be on time. You got to make it happen. And on time does not mean the door closes at 10:20 and I'll be here at 10:19 and a half. Because what you'll find is those who arrive early enough to get their mornings going at work as an employee are more appreciated by their bosses. Period. I didn't have to come in till 11, but I got here at 10:30. I didn't know if we were going to have a team meeting or if I need to pick up something from what was going on afterwards from last night, so I came in a little bit early. Now, you go, oh, that's so great. Thank you. No, that's daily. That's every day. That's not once in a while. Okay? That's every day you pop in and you're ready to go. You are set. You have your product. You're ready to go into your stall, your workplace, your office, your group setting, whatever it is, and you're ready to punch in and get after it. And you want to be able to be rested and prepared so that you can have a good day at work. Remember, we talked about with the person who was sick and came to work, and you contaminated half the work staff, and then they all hated you the rest of the week, because then they were all sick. But come in ready to go, feeling well, and looking the part like you're ready to work. Now, let's talk about image just a little bit, because we talked about picking where you want to work, but I would say pick your image that you want to project associated to the workplace you want to work at. Okay? So, for those of you who feel like, I want to hang out at the motorcycle shop and work for Harley Davidson. The best thing for you is to arrive in a pair of jeans, black boots, black shirt, preferably it says Harley and not Honda. And you come in and go, you know what? I'm a pretty good mechanic, and I know how to work on Harleys. I've worked here, I've done my own work, I've got this, I own my own, and I'm ready to go and like to apply. You're really? Well, what all have you done? Well, done this or done that, I know how to fix this, I've diagnosed these problems. Okay, we've got a training program. Oh yeah, by the way, don't go in thinking they're hiring presidents for the opportunity of working for them. That position is probably taken. You don't find many classified ads with the word president. Looking for a president of the corporation right here. Pretty much what they want you to do is come in and start at the bottom, because some of the greatest people I have working for me right now started pushing brooms. And they're the greatest, because they know how to dial in, dig in, and make it successful from the bottom up. Am I getting close to my time? Huh? How much more? Okay, good. I heard people, so I just didn't want to go. So the people who start for me at the bottom and work their way up, I am most proud of. Okay? Now, I love the ability to bring in high-powered key people and zing them right in. That's fun. That's almost too easy in some days. Okay, you steal the star quarterback from another team and bring him to Lamar, and you're pretty much expecting success, right? You pretty much, it's a given. This guy's been banging it out over at the other college. You're stealing him and going, plug him in because it's going to take us up higher. That is a given. But what we didn't know is the high school guy who didn't have that much claim to fame, who walked on and got in and started working it, and the next thing you know, he threw a couple of bombs and the damn thing worked. And then you went, man, did you see that? Look at that. That's pretty cool. And the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and pretty soon you go, dude, he is on fire. He can't stop. That guy's throwing every pass and every touchdown. That's a neat win when you get one that you didn't expect. And so taking people from the bottom that started pushing brooms, and by the way, I started pushing brooms. Even as president of the company, you're not the president. You are the most highest paid delivery man and restroom cleaner in the company. That's all you are. You are not the president. You are part of the team, and the jacket comes off, and you dive in with everybody else. You grab hold of whatever is heavy and lift up your part. You clean whatever is nasty and make it better for the other customers to enjoy. Okay? So as you get through this and you figure out what you want to do and how you want to be, then you want to talk about how you want to look. And so you go in and you say, I want to be working at the Harley Davidson. I got my black shirt on. I'm pretty good. I know what I'm doing, and I look the part. Do not go to Harley Davidson wearing a doctor's gown. Do not buy a pair of scrubs and show up at Harley Davidson going, I'm thinking about working here. Y'all got any positions? Because they're probably going to go, for what? Because you don't look the part. Back to that birds of a feather flock together. You don't look the part if you wear green scrubs going to Harley Davidson saying, I'd like to work for you. Okay? So then as you get, yep.
Sir, regarding this point you made that you don't wear a doctor's gown to Harley Davidson either. A few moments back you also said that if you feel confident wearing your hair like this or wearing this shirt, it contradicts, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But it's all in the reality. It is in contradiction. But look, you can try the extreme approach. I want you to be confident. But be confident in the Harley Davidson look when you're going for Harley Davidson. And be confident in the doctor's look when you're going to become a doctor. Okay? Because, okay, which one of you want to see me in a Harley Davidson outfit standing over you on the operating table? With my chains hanging off the side of my jeans going, yeah, we can cut that open. That won't be a problem. We got that. I got it. What is it? Y'all got something else for me to do? I mean, no. But you're right. There's a little contradiction, but it's all in the format of fitting the environment. And I'm not trying to tell everybody you got to fit in to make it. Sure, everybody's got individualistics and goals and feelings. And maybe, hey, look, I like jewelry. Some guys don't like jewelry. No problem. No problem. You don't have to wear jewelry. No problem. Hey, I go to some meetings. First thing I do, take off all the jewelry. Because they go, you know what? That dang guy's too successful. I don't want to mess with him. I don't even like the way he looks. Because he's got on jewelry. He wears a watch and a ring. Are you kidding me? So you know what I do? I'm preemptive. I know that could be an issue. And so before I go to meet with these clients or future intended clients, what I do? Strip it all off. Gone. I walk in with nothing but my iPhone. I want to see what time it is. About 11:20. I ain't worried about it. Now I'm like them. You see, I had to go in a refinery here recently, and they said, "Hey, Mr. Condon, you need to wear a long sleeve shirt. You need to wear jeans. You need to be in hard steel-toed boots. And you got to wear, when you get here, we're going to give you a vest. You got to wear a hard hat, and you got to wear safety glasses." You know what my answer was? No problem. Like going to a party. They already told you what you're going to wear. I didn't even own a pair of hard-toe shoes. I didn't even own a pair. But I called some friends of mine that sold hard-toe shoes. I said, "Hey, y'all got something?" They go, "Oh, man, we got these Wolverines. They are fine." I go, "Okay. I need a size 9.5 or 10. I don't know which one." "Okay, great. We'll bring them to you." "Okay, great." They brought them to my office. I put them on. Oh, my God, they felt great. They're brand new. I was the only guy in the plant wearing brand new hard-toe shoes. And I was strutting. I was like, "Yeah, I'm on. I feel pretty good. I'll kick you if you need me to." So what you do is you walk in proud. I had on my blue shirt because, you know, I didn't want to wear a white shirt because sometimes white shirts seen as executive. Boy, he's executive. He's a white shirt. Blue shirt, blue collar. I'm in the refinery. Blue shirt, blue nomads. Huh? Some of you got family that works in the rest at the places. You see, blue. So I had on blue shirt, blue jeans, no jewelry, hard-toe shoe, hard hat, safety glasses, vest on. We made it. Walked right in and had a conversation. Took all the dang jewelry off. I want to blend in. I want to fit in. I want to be a part of who I want to be with. If you want to be the rock star drummer and your hair's spiked up to here, probably can't apply at St. Elizabeth. We probably won't need you. Thank you for coming. My storyline is look the part, be the part of who you want to be. And that includes looking successful. Look successful for yourself, not for others. Okay? I don't want you to live your life to be the other people. I want you to live your life to become who you want to be. And here's who I'd like for you to be. This is my interpretation. I wish for all of you since we're finishing up. I want you to all be kind to one another and those around you. I want you to be conscious of those around you and of yourself. I want you to take care of yourself. Good health, good eating habits, good sleeping habits, all of the above keeps you out of emergency rooms. Eating, listen, you are what you eat. I'm telling you. And I eat a lot of stuff in the past that I just love and love and love and still love to this day. I just don't eat it right now because I can't. I shouldn't. I know better. So the statistics are out there. So be kind. Be caring. Be truthful. Nobody likes to work with a liar. Okay? Or kind of an intended, imposed liar. Okay? You didn't lie, but you can probably tell all the truth. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So, be truthful. Be truthful. And most of all, watch what you put on social media. There's a new thing out right now. If they're hiring you, what you might want to do before you apply for a job is kill your social media page. Guess why? Because if you kill it and get rid of it, they don't get to see all the things you've been doing since you were 14. And go, whoo, look at that. Wow, they did that. See, they have the right whenever you sign in to say, I'll give you the approval to do a background check on me, and I'm getting hired in, and I want you to look at how I've been and what I do, and man, I'm kind of proud of some of these things. A lot of people have now said, ooh, TMI. as my girls call it. TMI, Dad, too much information. I don't need that. Okay, so here's the story. Do you need to clean up your social page? Do you need to close down your social page and start a new one? Do you need to have one that represents the person you wish to be rather than possibly the person you've been? Is it time to reevaluate where you're going in life and how are you going to get there to become successful, self-efficient, and thankful to those around you who helped get you here? That's what I want to leave you with today. I thank you all for being here, and if you have any questions, please come see me after the